And I want to thank you for doing this film, because it will remind people never to take any of this for granted. And the unholy alliance between the corporations and the government now poses a profound risk to our freedom in a very deep way. There's self-censorship that goes on where our First Amendment rights get undermined because we might be afraid to speak, afraid to write something, simply because we know somebody will, search, index, or call us at a later date, or right after we write it, on what we said. So our country's changing dramatically, and what can we do about it? Look, it's still the same remedies: the Constitution, elections, and not letting people in Congress or whoever runs for president get away with eliding this issue and laughing or joking about it. We're not spying. Anybody read the Washington Post today?
Yeah.
It's shocking when you see the lies that we're told about about them not going to the FISA court. It's called a foreign intelligence surveillance, not domestic intelligence. Foreign intelligence. They didn't go to foreign intelligence surveillance. They went around Congress. A couple people in Congress may know, but they may not have a clue or care. And the president's not telling the American people the truth. So thank you for keeping this conversation going. But if you're looking for help from this particular Congress, it's the only way you get it is to approach the members individually. I think we all owe a debt of gratitude to Congressman Amash, who's only a sophomore member of Congress from Detroit, Michigan, for being in this Congress forcing the issue with some votes on trying to limit this broad search into individuals' privacy. So,
can I ask you a question before you sit down?
Yeah.
What do you think it would take in Congress to see accountability for James Clapper lying in the Senate?
Well, it's a it is illegal to lie to Congress, but everybody lies to Congress. And I mean, as soon as they raise their right hand, look out. So Clapper should be held responsible, but he won't be, because that's the condition we're in right now. In a just world, Snowden, we'd be having ticker tape parades for him. But that's not what's going to happen. And so we have to go back to political solutions. This has to be politicized. It has to be politicized at a district level, in congressional races, in Senate races, on a state level, and nationally. Unless that's the only way that we're going to put the pressure on Congress to repeal Section 215 of the Patriot Act, which set up this, which helped to enact a broader surveillance, and frankly, to take the Patriot Act down. In my opinion, if there's any reporters here, we have the CIA, we have the FBI, we have dozens of a dozen other intelligence structures. Frankly, I think it's time to and I'm saying this with a lifetime experience in government. I think it's time to punch the NSA's ticket here. They've ruined the brand. They've destroyed the idea of privacy, and we need some kind of symbolic and actually profound approach here that says, look, you violated something that's very dear to the American people. You don't get to do that. We talk about a death penalty for individuals, which I oppose, but I think that there needs to be, for government agencies that so broadly betray the public interest, there needs to be a measure of responsibility, and if they go beyond the pale, which the NSA has, they just ought to be abolished. And I say this, we don't need the spying.